What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's a sad but shortly time. Guys, I'm the host of the Buzzing with Marlowe podcast. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, all that. As you can tell, the babies are already popping in and already. They know it's time for Buzzing with Marlowe. Oh, man. All right, guys. Whew. Also, guys, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that is commented, doing all these things. We got a lot of things going on this week, so I'm just trying to cleanse up as much as I can right now. But, guys, I am ready. It is time. We have started season 4 at the beginning of September, and now today it's going to be the end of just season 4. No worries, just season 4. But, oh, man, what you could do, go on our YouTube channel, go on our Facebook, go on all our social media handles, do whatever you needed to do to keep up to date with all our episodes, and, of course, on the audio platforms as well. Just to name a few: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Podchaser, Podvine, Good Pods, all Apple platforms. Of course, we're on everything but Pandora. So you can stay up to tune. All our episodes in the past, we have went from 100 all the way to, I think we started season 4. So I think we did, this is episode 137. So we done 37 episodes this year. So, man, wow. Shout out to most all the guests that have been on. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to have just people popping in and out, say hello, whatever. But, man, let's get it started. I know everybody is excited about it, but first, we need to let the people that pay the bills get their response. First and foremost, I want to thank W Energy. That's right, guys, Digitalized Energy. If you are one of me, I used to be really big on energy cans, and now I've got W Energy to help me with all of that. And of course, it's even more cheaper in a way. If you think about it, that one tub right there will actually help you for at least 20 cans, I would say, from these little energy drinks that everybody would probably be buying once a day or probably 2 or 3 times a day or something like that. Generous Energy, guys, if you're very sensitive to caffeine, this is your go-to right here. There are only 100 milligrams of caffeine in this tub. I'm not even kidding, guys. It is super easy. They're super tasteful. You'd be amazed. They taste very sweet, but they're not even with sugar in them. So, guys, definitely check them out. If you want to replace coffee or replace those energy drinks, go in there, type in w.gg, and also hit the promo code Buzzing with Marlowe, and you get 10% off on your purchase. And, of course, I need to thank my one and only Ultimum X. Man, the apparel that has got me ready to BAP once again. That's right, guys. Ultimum X. Get your gym needs. Get your protein shakers. Get your pre-workouts, your supplements, all those cool little things, man. You go on there, you can get all kinds of different things. And I think they just now got testosterone boosters as well. So there is some more options on the supplement line as well. They do have some very good fat burners. If you have knowledge in these fat burners, I got to say that first. If you have knowledge into the fat burners, they have some very good products. I have actually used a couple of them before, getting ready for this show that I got coming up this week. So, yeah. But, yes, guys, go to ultimumx.com and you type the promo code BuzzingMarlowe and you get 10% off of your purchase. And, of course, guys, I got to talk about them. I got to talk about it. It's summertime. I got the tank tops up. That's right, guys. I got that bonfire shop, bonfire/Buzzing with Marlowe merch. That's right, guys. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, V-necks, long sleeves, all those different things. And, of course, guys, we just added on even some more. We got cups and all this on the extra store as well. So, man, definitely go on there. Get your options, ladies. Knowing that it is Father's Day weekend, man, I'm telling y'all right now, get your husband, get kids, get your dad that Buzzing with Marlowe merch, man. He be in that great energy. You got the W with it, man. You can't go with that combo. You can't go wrong with that. You type in the promo code BUZZ20 and you will get 15% off of your purchase. That's right, guys. You see these options, man. There's so many different options. I have to show the t-shirts a little bit more because apparently when people buy merch on my thing, they just see the hats, and I try to remind them, like, hey, we got t-shirts and stuff too. So, hey, I love people buying the hats, but I just want to let everybody know we do have shirts. I even had someone email me like, hey, I would like a long sleeve. I'm like, you need to go on there and check it out. He's like, all I found was hats, but they're there, guys. All right, guys, this is a special one this week. Not only is it the finale for season 4, but obviously we've had just a great go around this season. I mean, honestly, with the commission talks, shout out to my boys, from all the places that I've guest on, the recent 2 podcasts as well. Thank you, Andrea Mason, for letting me come onto that platform. It's very inspiring from a lot of people that have been giving out really good messages just regarding that. It really does make something really matter for me. And of course, I got to thank the Keeping the Tile podcast. We actually just made a change when it regards into something with that. So, fathers really getting the matter in full spot is something really meaningful. Shout out to my boys, Tino. Shout out to the OTTR mob. Shout out to Eric the Joker, my boy, Dre on Wheels, all these guys, man. Thank y'all for just this great season. But I just said one guy, and I'm just saying this now. We're going to have a good amount of people. But our main guest is here today, guys. That's right, man. I got the one half, my boy, that is going to be getting some sponsorship from this Hot Wheels brand pretty soon. I know this, man. He is popping the wheels. He's getting away. And if he gets a little bit of that W, man, I'm telling y'all, Harry Potter ain't going to have nothing on my boy Dre. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. This is the finale of season 4. And I'm telling you right now, guys, and it's going to be a wild one. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, my guest.
You can't tell me what we do, what we go. Oh,
That's right, guys.
What it
There he
do?
is.
I like it. I like it, man. I dig it. What's going on, man? We
Man, I
live,
try to get
man.
the enlarged thing. I don't know what happened, but hey, man, how
Yeah.
are you? How are you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's Friday. Feel like Wednesday though, but
Too
it's
long, bro.
Friday.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know, it's 5 o'clock. So I'm down, man. I'm ready for it, man.
Kids are rambunctious as ever.
Yeah,
Working on
yeah, so
moving and all this other stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, it's been fun.
yeah. There's a lot going on my side too. It's graduation season and prom season, so there's a lot going on too. So I'm
Oh,
excited, man.
all right, man. So I want to first open up the chats. First, we got shout out to the Wrestling for Life Network. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're on every week, live streaming Raw, SmackDown, and I think they do Impact too. I think as well. And of course, speaking of live stream, Dre, we
Yo,
having a lot of people just pop in and out today. But first, we got. I just thought it was kind of funny. We got Wrestling for Life. We got to talk about the live stream goat himself. I mean, holy moly. There
what's
he
up?
is.
Hey,
There
What's
he
going
is,
I'm on
man.
the
on?
road.
You know,
I,
That
on the
man,
road. Not even.
he's on the
I'm not even
road.
in the same spot.
Oh,
Still
no.
shows up. Let's go. Still shows up. What's up?
Tino, how you doing, man?
There's no excuses. I'm doing good, man. Thank God it's Friday. I'm happy
yes.
it's the weekend, and it's
Does it
nice
feel
out.
like a Friday for you?
I no, just SmackDown. It just the blue brand's on tonight, so that's how my days go. I go by the color of the shows. So like Tuesday's blue,
Hey,
Monday's red. You know, but
that's nice.
that's okay.
I love it. I can see Tino having it in folder. All right, Friday's blue day. He's like,
Running
yeah,
all blue
Friday's
today.
blue day, Monday's raw
That's
day. So what color would be for Dynamite?
you like orange, black, and yellow, like the
Black
black,
and
like
yellow.
the old NXT. I got an NXT Adam Cole shirt I usually wear, so it works.
that's, that's what's
Well,
up.
I love it.
yeah, man. Appreciate you
Hey,
having me. Thanks, guys.
absolutely, man. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, guys, Tino, as you know, he was on here, and we had a lot of fun chat. We reviewed, my craziness from the NFL playoffs. I mean, still
Oh, that
probably
was
one of the
fun.
craziest games in the playoffs, I think, is probably the Jags upsetting the Chargers after,
Bro, that
what was it, a 28 deficit? Like, gosh, that was just, oh,
and
man.
I think when you came into the stream, it was like a 17 or 20 point deficit because you're like, I'm
Yeah.
just coming in here and gonna have fun, and
Oh,
then
I
boom,
know.
it was like
I,
20
I, I I
points.
mean, I told you I was coming in, so I was like, I'm gonna pay. I'm probably just gonna just eat my pride. I was like, swallow it up and be like, all right, if they lose, I'm just gonna be losing on the live stream
Well,
with
that's
my
why you never
Minshew
give up.
jersey and all.
Hey, there you go.
But
You
hey,
got to
man.
support somebody on that. Yeah, that's how we know you love the Jaguars. Since like Jaguars have been,
Bruh.
you haven't liked them since Trevor Lawrence signed.
That man, right? Hey, he a Commanders fan, so he know the struggle.
Oh, the struggle of quarterbacks coming from a Bears fan.
All
I get
three
it.
of us have like the worst, like when it comes to like bad juju when it comes to NFL teams. He's got the
And
Commanders. I've got the Jags, and you got the Bears.
I mean, it's Chicago sports in general because like last night the Sox went in 4-0 and they blow it, and then they get it's a disaster. It's not just the Bears; it's every Chicago team. They ain't no shit.
Hey man, Tino, is there some upcoming things that you got going on, man? You want to inform anybody? Like, man, I tell
Well,
people you stream every freaking day of the week.
I'm gonna say, I mean, I'm live every day pretty much, but I mean, we got Forbidden Door coming up, Money in the Bank, the AEW Fight Forever's coming out, so I mean, the gaming, pay-per-views, everything. But yeah, I'm live every day. So as Steve says on the SCW channel, if you want to know where I'm at, just go on YouTube. I'm probably there live. He always says it. He says, you know what time it is? It's Tino's time. So, but yeah,
Tino YouTube.
that's what I got going on.
I love it.
You
I
know where
love
to
it.
find me.
Hey
I
man, I
dig
love
it.
it. Man.
Well,
That's what's up.
That's all I got going on.
Hey, Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, like I said, man, you literally live stream all the time. I give you props.
Shit. I was thinking about doing a 24-hour live stream. I want to see how that
Oh
works.
wow.
See if I can do. See
You,
if
I
I
you
think
can
you
ain't
should
do
you
try
ain't
that. You
got
should
tired
try
you ain't got tired of that yet.
it. I mean,
That man
find
said, "Hey
something to
Dre,"
do.
that man said he got affiliated by YouTube now. All of a sudden, he got to be on a 24-hour live stream.
I mean,
Hey
He
man,
got to
hey,
get them
whatever.
YouTube watch hours up.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you know,
The
yeah,
craziest thing,
man,
family
those
watching.
who
They'll
would
see.
actually stay from the beginning to the end of that live stream? That would be the most dedication. You would have to give that person free merch completely if they did.
Big fact. I mean,
yeah.
that,
Do like that, like
they
that.
can
What's that guy, Mr. Beast or
Mr.
whatever?
Yeah.
And do like, all right, you gotta stay in this live stream the entire time. Karen literally gotta watch this the entire time to win a free gift.
The only thing that would help me at this point now is since I got the gaming set up, is I could just go from game to game, and then I could turn the on, go for play some Mario. Like that was literally what I would do. Maybe watch
Hey,
some
I love
wrestling,
it.
see what's on. But
We can't play wrestling online. You know, God forbid on that one.
no, we cannot.
Like God.
No, let's not talk about that disaster.
2K, you gotta step up
Check
on
that
that one,
video
buddy.
out. Oh my God,
2K, you
disaster.
gotta step up on
Awful.
that. I was, yeah. I
It-
apologize
oh.
on that. You know,
Hey,
it was
that's not
like
your fault.
somebody just getting their first match in. It was pretty much what it was. Green
It
rookie.
was WWE's first time. I know online. Yeah, I just disaster. It was funny. I heard somebody say it too a couple days ago. I was watching a video. He goes. I don't know about you guys, but I have never played online, and I don't plan on it because I've heard it's awful. I'm like, that makes me feel a little better.
I
That
mean, it's
no,
a
it was not
fighting game
us.
in all fairness too. So I mean, fighting games can be a hit or miss online.
I mean, maybe we gotta try Mortal Kombat next.
Oh boy. Like I said, hey,
Yeah,
I'm working. I'm trying the baseball thing. I know that's your thing, so you know what? I will play it online with you and all that. I just now figured out how to freaking do the pitching scenario. I thought you just hit the button and it goes through. You gotta fill a whole meter up to do it. I almost threw my controller a couple of times playing baseball out of all things.
You can
change it.
Settings because I don't use that. I use the classic where I just press A and it pitches the ball. Because I'm like I can't use that meter. I'm like this is not fun.
Oh, you're gonna have to help me with that before before we play. Then
Madden needs to come faster. Bears versus Jaguars, Super Bowl 56. Let's do it. Hey,
if we're gonna have a home game, we won't have a home game for the next 2 years.
Oh God, man, I don't know.
New stadium's about to come up.
I know. I mean, they've been talking about building the Bears Stadium and everywhere in Chicago. I don't know where they're going.
The revenue for Jacksonville is going to be so insane. Like season ticket wise, they were already talking about the cap that it's going to be at. There's no one buying season tickets unless you win the lottery maybe twice.
You got that Tony Khan money, then maybe.
Oh my gosh. Hey man, Shaq Khan, pass it our way. You know, you want fans, you gotta pay us to get in.
Speaking about being live, are you guys going live tomorrow for Collision? Are you guys doing anything for Collision this weekend?
I actually have a show tomorrow, so I'm gonna be in Georgia.
I'm just dropping my usual talk pro wrestling tomorrow, and that's about it.
Drew said, "Absolutely not."
I mean, I'm doing a little preview show, but I'm not like necessarily going live though. I was like, waiting for me, to jump into this. No, but I was just doing something small.
Dre's the best in the world. Okay,
see how it goes.
He's the best in the world. That's what Dre is. Dre is the best in the world. Not who they're bringing out there tomorrow. He is.
I ain't disagreeing. I agree.
Oh, I thought you were saying disagree because you're a Punk guy.
No, I mean, listen, I love Punk, but I mean, I agree Dre's the best in the world.
There we go, man. All right. Father's Day is coming up, man. Oh my gosh. Dre, you're a little one, man.
Yeah.
Our episode was epic for the Father's Day one. My wife was crying, laughing. Like in tears of just laughter wise. And she was just like, is it really that bad? I was like, man, you think we would make this junk up?
Yeah, that's just about the same thing I said too. She just don't be understanding though. Like she just be in her own little,
Bro, they
mommy
don't
world
understand it
bubbled
until
up.
they
But
actually get focused into it, and then it's like, am I really like that?
yes,
No,
you really
I
like
just
that.
want to say this on the camera, you know.
Nah, you really, really, really like that. It's like that though.
Bruh, she was
do be like
crying,
that.
laughing. That joint was so funny. And then when you were talking about, gosh, what was the one part? Oh, what got me in trouble actually, when I was talking about
What you
with
say? What you say
Annabelle.
that got you in trouble?
Oh no, because you remember how I told you like she has short temper, whatever. She snapped at me.
Yeah,
I don't have short temper. I'm like, what did you just do there?
yeah.
She just came and snapped. And she's like, you know how many people watch that? I said, yeah, yeah.
Hey, look at
The world's gonna
some,
know you're a short-tempered woman.
some don't, like the truth too much though.
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, the
Very true.
truth would definitely set you
Unless it's
free though.
us. We get buried anyway.
Oh my god, you guys are
I
funny.
guess they just want to be they want to be told lies and and then when you start telling them the truth and they looking at
You
you all
got you
funny,
gotta
so
have
what you
that
want me to
smile the
lie?
whole time. Be like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
She's
after
the best in the world.
Look at
Oh
look
man.
at the bill that comes with it.
Oh god, that doesn't sound very fun.
You got anything planned
That's a
on
lot.
this weekend other than collision and stuff like that, Tino?
No, I mean that's about it. I'm going live for some gaming on Sunday, but that's really about it. Trying to get just ready for next week with all the crazy pay-per-views, and then Money in the Bank's the following week, so that's exciting. And just a lot. I like to be prepared. I like to try to make sure I have everything ready, everything written out. So then I'm not rushing at the last minute because I hate rushing and I hate being unprepared and I hate not being in the right space. Like right now, I feel weird doing a live show.
Right now, I felt super rushed today just because I've had so much going on, and literally I had to haul tail to the house just so I could get this camera going.
Yeah. Oh, man. And it's just like I feel like I don't know out of it. And we were. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, no, I'm really not doing too much. I don't know if you guys watch too much TV or anything. I just got done watching Manifest on Netflix. On
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta
it,
catch up on that. I don't think I've seen the last season, but that's good.
it's
That's
so
good.
it is. It was on NBC, and when it was on
Yeah.
like the TV weekly, I would watch it,
Yeah.
and I stopped watching it after it got canceled. And once it got picked up on Netflix, I'm like, I gotta rewatch this. So I literally just finished watching it last night, but
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god.
I stopped watching for a while just so I can, have some shows to binge watch to catch up on though. But I
It's
got to
always
get
better
back
that
into
way.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
I just watched
definitely
The
one of
Last
those,
of Us.
Dre.
I just watched that one.
I played the game. I love the game. I used to play it with my my ex. I don't know how you would say, like my ex stepmom back in the day. I would play with her. So
There you go.
I've never watched the TV series though. Is it worth it? Trying to.
I've never played the game, but I mean, watching that show, man, it's almost like that Walking Dead type feel when you first watch it.
Are you talking about You still talking about Manifest, right?
No, The Last of Us. I just finished watching the first season of that. I never played the video game. I heard it was a video game. I never really played I never knew of it on that, but I was like, this show was really detailed and stuff. I was like, man, this is really freaking good. And then everybody's like, man, you should try the game.
And I'm wondering if the game is the same as the movie. Like, I wonder if there's similarities,
I couldn't tell you. See, I can't even spoil it for you because I ain't even done it. I like the show if that helps.
I want to tell you, but I kind of want to watch it now.
It's like, did this guy and this guy. I'm like, I don't know about the
Oh,
game,
yeah.
but this guy did this.
I hate spoilers. I tell people all the time, especially when they come into my show for like Raw or SmackDown, I'm like, if you come in and you're trying to ruin stuff, get the hell out, because I don't want you here. I don't like it. Like I understand that everything's on the internet nowadays, but let's watch it without.
I ain't gonna lie. Usually I had to watch Blackheart's show just so I'd catch up with SmackDown for a second because like literally he would already have it already up to date before SmackDown was even done. I'm like, bruh. He's like, my bad. He was sending me the slide too, and I'm just like, gosh, dang it.
My bad.
I won't even lie. Every time he did Rampage or anything with the AEW for a while, like if I didn't watch it on YouTube, I just watched off of his. Literally, just
I
that
mean,
would be the catch up for me.
Yeah, I
I mean,
remember
hey,
one time
sometimes it's good.
I was doing a live podcast, and I think Tony Khan was making a huge announcement. I forgot what it was. Maybe
The
I
Which
think it
one?
19th
was
huge
about
announcement.
I think it was about the collision one, and some guy was talking about it, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm actually watching it, but I'm on a delay. I always watch the shows like 30 minutes after
Yep.
it comes on, so I can have time to fast forward because a lot of the stuff be
Yes,
BS,
man. If
like it just be
oh,
backstage interviews or a video package or whatever it be. So,
It's supposed
man,
to be
I miss that
wrestling.
so much. Oh,
and
I thought it was
definitely
supposed to
agree
be
with the
I look
sport.
wrestling.
forward to shows.
Yeah, I definitely
Funny
agree with
is
Tino on spoilers, man. The
I don't know
spoiler
how the heck
stuff.
he does this, man. He literally was live streamed Raw, SmackDown, AEW.
hey, what's
Lord
up?
have mercy if he was
Hey, but
doing
that's
Impact and everything else.
nope. See, that's why I don't do that. People ask me like, "Well, why didn't you do that?" I'm
You
like,
ain't
"Listen,
doing
if I have to
Collision now
delay."
every Saturday, are you?
No, see, I'm
Okay.
doing the premiere episode,
Yeah,
and
that
then
makes
what
sense on that. Yeah.
I'm gonna see how it goes, and what I might do is I might just go live for my video games on the same time Collision is, and then just watch Collision while I play 2K. So I'm doing 2-in-1, and then I could do something else on Sunday if I want to do, or I could take Sunday off. You know, off days would be nice. As Dre was saying about recording, I wish I could record
You are
more of these shows
scheduling your own
because
schedule, buddy. Just to let you
I
know.
know.
It ain't like a
Hey,
business.
but I mean the numbers are going, so
he makes it sound like a boss is like making him work that day or something.
I mean, listen. I mean, I'm doing something right if my numbers have grown as fast as they have. So I mean, I'm
Yeah,
doing something right then. So
you're right.
I
You're
mean, I
right
gotta
about that.
some
I'm not even going to deny
yeah.
you on that one
Trust me,
bit.
I don't. Sometimes I don't know how I do it, but when I first started this, I thought of it. I'm like, I'm sitting in my room watching it. I'm sitting in my wherever. I'm doing this and that. Why not just go on live and watch it and meet some people? And there's a lot of people I've met just by watching the Raws and Smackdowns that don't even come on the pay-per-views. So it's like, and it's like some of them are really good, and then some of them are like really bad. But there's been a few where I have like a bunch of people and I gain like a bunch of subscribers. So I call it a W.
Hey,
Bro.
hey, that's awesome because
Sometimes it.
yeah, that's awesome because I just had someone and I was just talking to someone about the best feature of going live and connecting with your audience and stuff, and live is dope. Oh, and another thing that YouTube is changing their monetization policy. I think coming up in a
Finally,
couple of yeah, all you need is 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch
sure.
hours. Not
It's
what
it's
I
good
had to go
though.
through a little bit more, but yeah, it is.
Well, and it's
So
good for people that like may not do it all the time, and if they get to find, like, I know a lot of friends that are like 500 and like 50, but they still need the watch hours. So it's like at least they don't have to worry about the subscribers now. And it just, I always tell you, but I want to see everybody succeed. It's like no matter how, if I have 10,000 subscribers, I'll still come and hang out with both of you guys. I don't even like. I'm not that type of person that just because I got the bigger
Oh,
I
this is
get,
big time right here. Right here.
it's
This
like
is big. He
hey,
cut his
big time.
he cut his little
oh,
camera off, but he's
I didn't
big
know you
time.
was pointing to
That's
me.
big time right there, man.
I'm
That's
trying to
big
check
time
on my
streamer
daughter.
right there.
Hey, I was
Hey,
just
no, you
Dre,
get the
I
and
swear,
look.
like
I
maybe
appreciate
his
that.
first year, he was already in that like before he even started commission, he was already in that. I nicknamed him big time to begin with.
I appreciate the
big
compliment,
time
man, because
Dre.
I was just doing the videos, putting out videos and stuff like that. But now I'm trying to get into doing it live though. Every day, that's a little challenging though. But hey, man, I try to do most of the pay per views, most of WWE. I'm still up in the air with the whole Forbidden Door AEW one. I know a lot of people probably give me a little slack on that. Not a big New
Man,
Japan
ain't
Pro
no
Wrestling
slack.
guy,
Ain't no
so
slack.
you know.
You like it, you don't. I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell people, bro. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Like it's you. I'm not going to disown you because you watch AEW. I'm not going to disown
Nah,
you if you watch New Japan or all these Impact. Like, bro, I have a field day. I'll get in those little IWC craps and I'll just piss everybody off on these things because I'll be looking at them like, how many times have you hit the ropes? How many times have you done this? Oh, my bad. But you can tell me about what is good wrestling or not. Okay, my bad. Like it
And
just drives me nuts, man. Like when you got these people, like I think the best example when we talk about Vince McMahon, I get it. Everybody's got their little
okay,
thing about Vince, but you got to think. They're like, so what's the biggest mistake that Vince did? Somebody put Rock going over Punk. I said, how? That Royal Rumble was garbage. That main event was the only thing I remember about in that damn thing, in my opinion. Like Rumble, Rock versus Punk, literally the way that they did it, and then Rock goes, no. You're not taking it from, I will. Like, that was pretty cool for me. Like, not even just as a Rock fan, but like, even if nobody knew who he was, to get introduced to him, how many people you think bought a Rock shirt after that night? Like, literally, like, in a way, he made Punk, in my opinion, because Punk got over him on the first one.
I mean, like I was saying, I probably won't be doing the live for Forbidden Door. More likely, Money in the Bank. Like I said, I'm not a big New Japan Pro Wrestling guy, so half of the guys that the AEW superstar. Was this past Wednesday when MJF was Renee was interviewing MJF, and MJF had one of the funniest remarks, and I don't remember the guy who Renee told MJF he was wrestling.
Takanashi.
Yeah, and he was like, "No,
he
thank
said,
you."
No, thank you.
Yeah, I was dying laughing.
I literally thought about the MTV show Next when he said that.
Now I've heard of these.
You want $1 next.
Now I've heard of these. Now I heard of these superstars via Impact or via social media or such, like Will Ospreay or Zack Sabre Jr. and a couple of other guys though. But I'm visually tuning in week in and week out, maybe consistently like I do. WWE, I don't really know some of the guys though, but I know Zack Sabre Jr. and Will Ospreay have real great matches, so I know whoever they facing is gonna kill it. So, but yeah,
I love the topic. We're talking about wrestling just itself. I got a nice little guess, guys. I got somebody that is also an independent wrestler along with me as well, guys. I got the new upcoming. He is the Joe Dirt. I would say it was Joe Dirt and Enzo Amore would have had a baby. This is what I would use to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the shiny one, the new independent sensation, Jules Bradley. What's up, buddy?
Take you out to the trailer park. Get it right, baby. High class white trash. And you leave my cousin twice removed, Joe Dirt, out of this.
My mama said no. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You excited for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Okay. It's gonna be some interesting day. It will be fun. I'm gonna extra wrap this hand for this day. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun. I'm ready. It's been long overdue.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I feel that. Finally get a piece of he who should not be named. I noticed somebody else was on that card, so I'm going to make it a point to show up and see what's going on with that show as well. So,
okay, yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting one. If not anybody understand what we're doing, we're talking about Adele, Georgia. There will be a show there. First time in 3 years, Sunbelt Wrestling Entertainment is coming back. Yours truly is in this battle royal, along with
several others. I can't believe it took you this long to plug the show, man.
Oh my gosh. Not even that. It's just like, it's been just overall. I mean, I'm starting now getting back into realizing what the real independent background is again. You can be a guarantee and then it's all right. Like, all right, now it's got to get pulled. Like, it's back and forth. And then, of course, sometimes it didn't work on my schedule. And then, of course, homeboy wanted to cry and do all his little things. And he got off. I remember we went almost 3 hours and he pulled the show. I was pissed about that one. That's the reason why I came to McClenny, that one. And we laid hands on that one because I drove 3 hours and he pulled out that show.
Oh, I get
was pissed.
As someone who had to deal with the same similar situation with someone ducking and dodging and staying away and using any little bit of pool that they got to, switch the card around and sneak up on you with chairs when you're not looking. I feel you 100%, man.
Yeah, man. I told Steve and them if they need somebody to stop that DW Dimwit group, I'm there.
Dirty Wrestlers Inc.
Yeah, we can go with that one. But
I'll
Jules,
hide
man,
under the ring and help you guys if you want. I'll be the hornswoggle.
attaboy. Yeah, we got Tino
There we
right there.
go.
Just pull them all
There
out.
we go.
Just pull them all out of the ring. Final
Let's get
two.
this kid licensed. Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Tino will be all in for this one.
Hey, I'm all.
We gotta get you a
I'll
man.
do-
We gotta get you the gloves. You gotta get the gloves at least. We gotta get you to have the gloves, the fighting gloves, and everything. Red, white, and blue gloves. Tino will be having a field day with that one.
Let's go. I'm all about it. I'm the little.
I'll roll Dre in there. Dre gonna just run somebody over, man. I'm ready. We got this all figured out. We got this all
There
figured
we
out,
go.
bro.
Hey,
We all going to Georgia tomorrow.
let's go. Hey, all about
I
it.
don't know. Ticket might be a little different. We got one from DC and one down here from Chicago. So I don't know the estimated time y'all can make it.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. Shit,
But Jules,
I was
man, is
trying
there
to
any some
go-
new
I was
things you
trying
got going
to
on?
go to Collision.
Let's see. Anything I want to plug besides the show tomorrow? DCCW has a show coming up on the 15th at the Baker County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 6. I believe doors open actually at 5. Bell times at 6. I
It's
finally,
getting longer, bro.
yeah, man.
I remember
yeah,
it was
I'm
so
gonna
much
try to
shorter
do
when I
something with
first
that.
saw
I'm working on some promo picks over the next couple days, so gonna tighten up the main even a little tighter. But yeah, I finally have gotten a hold of some of the higher ups over there at DCCW, and I'm finally getting my hands on old JJ Dillinger. So that
There
should
you
be
go.
pretty exciting, and I'm pretty stoked about that. I wasn't gonna try to promote his name at all, but I guess I should. I guess that's the professional thing to do.
It is. We're pros. We're professionals
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
What's up
I don't
here?
know. There's a lot of animosity between me and that guy. I don't know how professional that match is going to be. As soon as I get my opportunity, I'm gonna take it. But as far as other stuff going on, always look out for me to make more appearances down in Newport Richey. Amp Professional Wrestling. I'd like to get over there to USWA. There's some things in the work there. Me and my brother Max Dawson have been putting the groundwork in on our tag team capabilities in the ring, and all the promotional and business side of that. So looking forward to what's going to become of that. Make sure you guys are following me on all my socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
His
At Jules
workout
Bradley,
videos are
hashtag
classic.
Jules Bradley.
His workout.
That's right. That's right. No gym, no excuses. I'll show you how to get fit and get cut right there in the trailer park.
Hey,
All you need
All
is just
about
a tiger, and you can pull this Tiger King gimmick. Oh my god!
There you go, dragging my cousins into this again.
what?
I swear, when you started making that hair brighter, I was like, "No, yep, he's going for it." I know it now. I love it though, man. Like I said, you've been killing it. From the first time you finally got your showcase at DCCW. You're still very new, but you are really understanding what it is to travel, get the ropes, and like how you just said with USWA, that's a huge accomplishment. That's one of the top promotions in Jacksonville right now. Shout out to WrestleCon that came out here and showcased in Jacksonville. I heard a lot of people got some good network with that. But yeah, man, it's about time Jacksonville's starting to get a little bit more rise up in the independent circuit for sure. And I'm very proud with you. Very proud with you. And like I just said, man, like I said, just keep open your ears, pick what you need to work with, and just go with it and keep continuing it out, man. I feel like you brought Dawson back somehow in this ring. Not saying anything. I'm pretty sure that's kind of an idea of it, because I know he was done for a while, and then all of a sudden you got in, and now he's back in the ropes again. So that's a big shout out to y'all. As a tag team would be a pretty interesting one. I will definitely leave it at that. Y'all got matching gear yet?
Yeah, we've actually wrestled together. Like I said, we've been putting the groundwork in a little bit. We were up at Freedom Force. Shout out to Freedom Force Wrestling. A little bit of a hiatus those guys are going through, but we're hoping to make a comeback in August. we tagged up at the Wrestling Against Cancer show, Wrestling Against Cancer 8. Shout out to Jackie for putting that show on. It's a great cause. We were actually the first tag team in. It was a gauntlet style tag team tourney, and we were the last team eliminated. So, the Roughneck Roadshow is out there doing its thing. Expect us anywhere and everywhere. Like you said, we do travel. We kind of go a little bit of everywhere. The Southeastern Hemisphere is kind of our home base right now. And yeah, man, trying to put Jacksonville and Rayford Road on the map.
It's crazy to believe like there's not that many promotions out here, but they've been out here for so long. That was the part that really just amazes me on some things. I mean, if you think of like most promotions in Jacksonville, people are always going to say USWA. DCCW is right behind them, I think, right on, like literally right behind them. But like those are the two main ones that you only know of in Jacksonville. So it's really cool to see definitely it growing for sure. But yeah, man.
That's
Jules?
why I try to get down there and work as far, get us out there and get and work as much places as I can, as far away as I can. Like you say, kind of put it back on the map. So
hey, I love it, man. Jules,
Florida
man.
wrestling's where it's at.
You got any shiny advice for any of the listeners, from our episode that you had? That was basically your first match on the DCCW area. And the main thing that everybody talked about in your match was the moonsault.
Yeah.
And you didn't even hit it.
I know.
That's the best part. You just hit a moonsault. Didn't matter if you hit it or not. That was the talk about the match. He had a nice moonsault.
Yeah, apparently it was a pretty one. I've gone on to put people away with that. I call it the moonshine. I appreciate you letting me put my move over like that. Yeah, I call it the moonshine. I've gone on to put people away with that.
You gotta get goggles or something. Do like an old Grandmaster Sexy thing and then do the moonsault.
I do a couple other things. I don't know. I don't know how much we'll get to see because I try to stay off the top rope as much as possible. I like to work the mat game as much as possible.
You're finally listening, and I'm proud of you.
But if I got to pull out the big moves every now and then to put my opponent away, it is what it is, and that's where that kind of comes from. The last time I tried using it in a match, very specifically, the very last time I used it, was at a DCCW match. It was a dark match. I'm not supposed to talk about those, but I actually had to land on my feet because my opponent rolled out of the way again. So, I mean, obviously people kind of have it scouted out. And if I don't make sure that they're not, down and out and prepared for it, then, I'm only shooting myself in the foot by going for it. So luckily I was able to pull a victory out of that. Cole, if you're listening, gotcha, dude.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, Jules, man. I appreciate you popping in, man. This is awesome. Guys, follow this man. Like I said, if you want somebody that's charismatic, pretty damn good in the ring as well, and is really growing, excelling every single time. Like, this dude's very young in his cusp right now in this business, and he is like already getting some names out. He's already getting some good bookings. So definitely proud of you, man. Keep it up, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, man. That was Jules Bradley.
Are you kicking me out too?
No, man. I said y'all can come and go whenever y'all need it.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
He's the main one, so I mean.
Hey, I didn't know what you.
He was the one I advertised. I have to advertise the ghost. For some reason, my shows, people think it's weird if I don't have a guest because I've done it every time. So I don't know. Man,
I love.
I do tell you this: it's so much easier. It is so much easier with a guest.
So much. Yes, it is. Especially like during like live streams and pay-per-views and stuff. Like sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm like, so how was your Thursday?
How many times have we talked about trying to do a live stream and we were just like, we don't know how that would even work. We had to pull straight strings, man, to make him start doing live episodes, yet alone him do a live stream.
See, I love the live episode just for the simple fact that it's a lot easier.
I gotta edit nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I was
That's
editing so much before. I just saves me
yeah.
so much time.
That's one thing that I figured out why a lot of people go live more so instead of doing pre-recorded videos because at one point a lot of people would just record their videos, upload them, and then live became a thing. And I was like, oh, I figured it out. A lot of people going live because they don't want to edit. They don't want to sit behind their computer and edit. But
Heck
me,
no.
I'm a edit guy, so I like doing that. And
Hey,
yes, it is
I
well,
time
love
Dre, can
that
I
consuming,
call you,
reference.
bro?
but
Dre on
I
Wheels,
need
the
your
edit
help.
guy.
what'd you say,
Can I
Tina?
hire Dre?
Hey,
Bruh.
yeah, I'm for hire if you want me to edit something for you.
Hey,
Most definitely though. But
I
yeah, that's me though.
I
I
might,
always
cause that's my kryptonite. Out of all the great
yeah.
things that I can do, I can't edit for shit. Awful. I'm so bad.
So what do you really got to edit for like a live stream? I'm not trying to knock you or anything, but I just want to know, like, what do
So
you like
No,
really
no.
try to edit?
are you talking to
I
me
was
or
just
Dre?
gonna say no, I think he was talking to you, but I
I'm
was just
talking to
wondering
you. You do the watch alongs. We don't do watch alongs. We just do episodes.
yeah, I
So
don't
So
think
I'm
that
just
you
curious. So
really
what would you edit?
so I really don't edit too much out of the live streams. It was more the preview shows and the post shows that I was
Okay.
doing before, where it was like I would have to put in the matches, and then I'd have to because like how I have the pictures on the that I show.
Yeah.
I'd had to add one each one, and then I make sure it's
Mhm.
timed to where I was talking about the match, and then it was so it's just so much easier with the StreamYard where I click on it, it shows it at full screen, and then I could click off of it. So it's just
Okay.
like those little things that would take me a little bit of time, and I wasn't getting the views and the comments that I wanted. I was only averaging 20, 30 views. And when I started doing the lives, it went up to 60 to 70, and I've had a couple hundred of them because I'm going live, and then I answer questions, and then there's people in the chat, and then there's people talking.
You got it,
So that was
bro.
the big thing about going live, was
Blows my
just
mind.
interacting with everybody, because everybody wants to be a part of it. So it's
Yeah.
so
It
that
blows
was
my
the big
mind,
thing.
man.
It's just and I try to edit the 2K videos a little bit just so they're not too long. But StreamYard's a little easier because I don't have to put everything in there.
Bro.
It's more of just
I
cutting
tell
the
people,
clips.
if you want to start doing a podcast and if you are comfortable on a camera, even if you don't want to do the camera, StreamYard is the absolute best way to go when it comes to these podcasts,
Yeah.
dude. Like, come on.
Saved my
Editing
podcast
standpoint,
probably,
everything, like it saves up all the little audios and everything. Now they've even got these extra things where you can do a thumbnail on them. Like, it's so simple on so many things now. I could
And
not
that's
do
the thing
Zoom.
where it's just so
I
much
know
easier.
doggone well I couldn't do Zoom.
No. Well, and that's the other thing. If you remember the first episode, the first ever episode you and I did together was one of the episodes we had to do on Zoom, and I had to edit it, and then I had to put it
Yep.
on there. So
Yep.
that was and it's a pain because it's 5 different steps. Where StreamYard, you record it, you download it, then you could because that's what I like, and you could cut stuff, you can make shorts. That's how I make all my shorts, is on StreamYard. I just go to the video, I find the part, and then I just make the short.
Yeah.
So, and that's especially the funny stuff that happens during the live stream. I don't know if you guys saw, but Leo had a mental breakdown when Charlotte returned last Friday. So I put it on as a clip. He's literally running around his room throwing stuff at his TV. I'm like, bro, you need to chill.
He was whispering, though. Why was he whispering?
I don't know.
He was mad, but he was like,
I think because
it's he wasn't even fully screaming.
I think his siblings were sleeping or something, because it was so I don't know, but yeah, I was like, bro, you need to relax though. I'm like, it's just Charlotte Flair. So, but I try to but StreamYard, man, MVP of the league. And it's funny because I didn't even know what that was until you and Juggernaut told me. Justin, you and Justin were the first. I was like, what's StreamYard?
Bro, StreamYard need to just pay me, bro. I've gotten so many people to buy and get on StreamYard network and stuff, and it's it's so simple. It's so much simple, man.
Get some type of compensation, $1 every subscriber you bring, or every YouTube channel you bring.
Man. No, the craziest thing is about me and Dre, and even shit is bro, we were on Anchor. I think Dre started on something different. You didn't start on Anchor, did you, Dre?
I started on YouTube, but the wrestling stuff started on Anchor.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we got. You remember how terrible editing standpoint was edit an episode on Anchor.
See, I never
Oh,
did that. I
shucks.
don't know. But I don't know, man. I never edited on Anchor or did it like that.
If
I
you listen
always
like the
edited
first
with
4
the.
episodes of mine, I never edited anything.
Mm,
Just send it out, all the crazy noise in the background, everything. I didn't
oh,
understand none of
oh
that.
man, I
Well,
couldn't do that.
yeah, it's not a good time. And the big thing about StreamYard is it's only $49 a month for everything, but for like all the like I had Adobe too, so I was also paying for Adobe, so I was paying like $100 some a month just for everything. But once I figured I could do everything on StreamYard, I just got rid of all the Adobe because I didn't really use it because StreamYard does everything now. So
Mhm.
it's like that's the other thing too is it's like you could use StreamYard and still do everything, and it's a little bit better sometimes than Adobe. I feel like. So
All right. So
that's the thing.
we gotta ask Tino a big question because me and
Question.
Dre have been back and forth on this thing about doing watch alongs for a long time, and you do
So
movies, sports, wrestling, like even
everything.
the video game standpoint now. So what motivates you to keep going every single week, just continuously this thing going? Like, is there going to be a time where you're going to be like how we just said, we're going to have our season break? Is that going to be something in your process, or are you just going to keep continuing to go every week?
See, I've thought about having a break, but it's one of those things where I feel like I miss something, to where like I kind of have like it kind of like gives me like some type of like adrenaline, and it gives me some type of like just something that like this it gives me this some type of a high that like I don't know, when I'm like doing my shows, like I just feel like I'm being productive, I'm doing something, I'm making like people like this and that. And I definitely have thought about taking like breaks for certain shows, but I don't think I'd ever like take like a full week off or anything unless I went on like some crazy vacation. And I don't have any kids, or I don't have like I just work. I have a dog, so it's not like I have like all those
See,
responsibilities that like you
you
guys
got a
do.
kid.
So
You got a kid.
well, I mean, yeah, I guess
Four-legged
she is
did.
kind
Hey,
of like a
bro,
kid.
I got a
So
damn puppy, and I call that damn thing a baby, bro.
oh,
That thing
we just
all
got a
over the
puppy,
place.
bro. So oh man, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like people ask me like, you don't have to go live every day, and I'm like, well, yeah, but it's like if I'm doing, because I sit, if I'm not recording, I sit
You
home,
actually
I
got
watch
people to
some
watch
TV.
wrestling because of your live streams.
I know. I know. It's funny because people
Hey,
like I've been doing this for 3 years, and I started with baseball and football, and it just didn't really get anywhere. And once I started the wrestling, it was like all of a sudden everybody was like, this is amazing, this is great,
We
we
got
love
wrestling
you,
fans.
Yeah, I'm just like, and it's like wrestling's been my passion. I've watched wrestling. I've been watching wrestling like since I was 10 years old. I went back and watched all the old wrestling. So like I know I could tell you who won the Royal Rumbles from 2005 to this year. Like there's just so many things. So it's one of those
I
things
keep
that I
forgetting
think
you're
it just
young as hell. You keep saying
yeah,
from 2005. I'm like, damn, Dre, if you
yeah,
continue to
hey, look here. I literally had to think. I was like, whoa, 2005. I was like, oh man, my man a little younger. Yeah, from the
so
Royal
I mean
Rumbles.
I've definitely went back and watched all the old stuff. And
Hey, he showed his dedication.
so
But I know the Royal Rumble for 2005. Which one you got? 19. What?
I mean, I
Hey,
remember Sean won 2 in a row, 1995 and 1996. But that was only because
Hey,
I was born in '96, so I always remember that. So
hey,
that
that's
that
what's up.
when
that
I said I
much
had to
I
rush,
usually
wrestling.
this
could
would
tell.
all been shaved. Okay, I could have pulled
I,
off the young look today.
by heart, I usually could tell who won the Royal Rumble by the main event of that year's WrestleMania. So I think I
So
can tell
that
you all the way. I think I can tell you all the way back from maybe. I mean, from like my era. I can start maybe like '99, but I'm pretty sure I know
Well,
more
I was waiting for
back
Dre just
then.
to say 2004, just to be an ass.
Oh no, I can go
I
way
mean,
back,
hey,
because
I
I
got
mean,
you beat
there's
for
no
the
hate
year,
on
buddy.
CB, bro. I love CB. People can hate on that man, but that man, he was my child. I remember watching
Who?
that man at every WrestleMania, Mr. CB.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can say his name. 2004 winner.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
mm,
but it's just yeah. So it's like yeah, I've definitely thought about taking breaks, and my mom yells at me all the time. She's like, "You need to take a break. You're getting burnt out." But I think of it as as consistent as I am is why I am where I am. And
see,
if I take like a couple weeks off or whatever, somebody's right behind me, and I don't want nobody
that's
catching
what
up. I'm
that's
trying to
that's
go, and
that's
I'm
how I felt.
you know,
Bruh.
That's how I
The
felt.
bad
Hold
thing
on, that's
for us though is
that's
if
how
we
I
take
felt
our
when
break,
I
we're
start.
scared if we're gonna have the same following like we got for the
No,
next season. That was
real
the biggest
fast,
worry.
real
So,
fast though. For Tino though, that's how I felt though, because I was going at it one, and then I ain't had no kids, so I was just going at it, being consistent. Like somebody right behind me, you got to keep going. So if you take a break, and then more so,
Yep.
like this was the job, so it's like this is what I do. So I understand that though. I understand
and
that.
and as hard as I've worked in the last 14 months to get to where I am, like when I started this like last year fully, WrestleMania 38 weekend, I was at a 90 subscribers. So the fact that I'm now almost at 1100, I'm doing something right. So it's like
Stop
I've just
bragging.
always I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. I'm just, I mean, I'm doing something right. I don't know what I'm doing right. I'm just doing something right.
Well,
So
none of us
I
never
just
know anything when it comes to this thing. It's just you just
well
go
that's
live and you
well
don't know where it's gonna
that
go anymore.
well, and that's the thing. Like, there's some episodes like I have like 90 views, and then like I put a 2K video out yesterday. It got 4 views. I woke up this morning it has 140 views. I'm like,
Bro,
what the
that's what
hell?
it was like when I did that Survivor Series watch along with Brian. We had like 7 people in it from the whole thing. But when I got off the next day, that thing went up to like 115. I'm like, y'all literally watched that afterwards? Like, what?
So, and
It's
that's the
not like
thing.
you're
Like, that's
watching the
why
matches either. It's just you're watching reactions.
I mean, people love it, man. It's weird, and that's the thing. Like, that's why, like, with the video games, like, I love playing video games, and I really never wanted to do the video games on the YouTube because I was like, I need something to have myself that I could go and do and kind of calm down. But I saw these YouTubers that are like great and that have all these great content and stuff, and they do the video games, and these people love it. The fact that they have like 20,000 views just by watching them play AEW Fight Forever for 5 minutes, and so it's like, and especially since now, like the YouTube partnership, it's like I'm putting out videos and I'm getting paid. So it's not like I'm doing it for shits and giggles anymore.
Well, I
I'm at
just heard
least
there's
doing it.
another platform it's called Kick, and they do
Yeah,
I
Kick,
think just
Kick.
like Twitch. Have
Uh,
you heard of them?
I know my cousin told me about that. I'm like, well, I just got on Twitch. I'm like, I don't know. Like, there's just always another one. It's just like I can't keep track.
Yeah. One it was
There's always.
Clubhouse. It was so many.
Hold on, bro. I did not even try to get on that branch. I won't say I got on the club part.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't do
didn't
that
either.
one.
I didn't either.
But yeah. So I
It's
mean,
just
that's the
crazy how
biggest,
social media works for that stuff. And I mean,
isn't it?
I'll tell you right now, man, I used to be like a huge following on Facebook, and I don't know what's going on with Facebook now, even
Oh,
though
awful.
now you can't even
Yeah.
promote combat sports now. And it's like, what in the world? Like, come on. Like,
I had a following on Facebook before I even got a following on YouTube. And one video I
exactly,
just
yeah. That's
got
why
cautioned
that's
or
why
something,
Dre would give me he was like,
and then
bro,
they deleted my whole account. They deleted my whole Tino's
oh,
Talk
I'm
Wrestling account.
I'm I think I'm in
I was
Facebook
like,
jail right now. I'm
God.
not sure.
I was like, I just
Eh.
can't. So I literally just got rid of it. I was like, this is useless. I was like, why am I even wasting my time? It's just, oh, I don't know, man. Facebook sucks. And it's funny how these social medias go from being like so popular to being like shitty. Like everybody used Twitter, and now it's the worst thing in the world. Everybody loved MySpace. Who could forget MySpace? MySpace was the stuff back in the day. I
Sure
love
was.
MySpace, especially
Sure
like all like the
was.
custom stuff you could do, man. The top five. My top five.
Top
My
five.
friends would
You
always
can have
yell at me.
music
They'd be
on your
like, "Why aren't you on
page.
my top 7?"
You can have
I
music on
love
your
it.
page and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to find a website. I had like a Jeff Hardy background. I had a John
Oh
Cena
yeah.
background at one point. Like,
I'm pretty sure I
man,
had
it's
The Rock.
oh so good.
I'm pretty
I,
sure.
I oh so good. But yeah, so I mean I want to, but unless I go on some crazy vacation, I probably will just continue to do it.
Okay.
Maybe take like an NXT
Quick,
off or something. But
yeah. Quick.
probably
Quick
nothing
question.
crazy. What's
Quick
up?
question though. When you're doing the live streams, when you're watching Raw, AEW, or SmackDown, uh, do you have to have the volume at a certain point, because obviously you can't
Yes.
have it hearing in the background. That's my thing. When I'm
That
watching
was my
wrestling,
worry
I'm
when we
watching
did the
it.
football thing because
I'm
I
wa-
thought he
I'm
could hear mine.
I'm watching it
So
up. So what's the best way to sort of not have the viewers or the audience hearing the audio, but you can actually hear it, totally fine.
So that's so like where like how I have all my stuff set up is I have like a giant. It's actually a pool table, but we just put something over it, and it's now my desk. But I have all my stuff set up there, and I have the TV on like 13 and 14, so I can hear it. And I try to make sure that they can't hear it in the background. But what I've noticed from watching others, because that's another thing that I do too, because I have a hard time sleeping at night, so I'm usually up until 2 or 3 in the morning watching other YouTubers, getting other ideas, because I can't
Oh my
sleep.
gosh.
So I try to listen and watch these guys, and they have the volume on, but the only thing that ever gets copywritten is when like an Ozzy Osbourne song comes on or like an Eminem song comes
Yep.
on and it's playing. That's when you get copywritten. So I've noticed that I don't get copywritten when I'm watching like like Raw or SmackDown. It's when like a theme song comes on. So like when like the Money in the Bank theme song will come on, I gotta mute it for a second because if they catch it, I gotta cut that part out. So
Okay.
that's
So
the
that
only
would be
problem
like your
I have.
editing standpoint.
Huh?
That would be like what when you're talking about like the editing standpoint. So say like you could put that in and go for the YouTube.
Yeah.
Well,
So
like I get what he's saying though, but like far as like a live, and then when they copywriting, like you necessarily don't do it. YouTube kind of like does it for you.
yeah, and if YouTube does catch you, all they do is they send. Because I've had it happen. Like there's been about probably like 5 or 6 times that I have got caught. But
Oh
what I
damn.
do is I just take that part out of the video,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then I could just put the video back up, and then say if you're watching it, it's and the big thing I've noticed too about live streams is that people aren't going to go back and watch like me rewatching Raw. So it's like as many views as I get live is what I'm probably going to get. But like I average about like 20, 23 like watch hours every Monday Night Raw. And then that's like, and then the rest of the week. So it's like, and that's the big thing where it just like I was saying earlier, I met a lot of people that come into the Raw and SmackDowns, but they won't pay $49.99 for the pay-per-views, or they won't even pay $9.99. And they just don't like so. And the pay-per-views never get copywritten because they're on Peacock. So you're everything that is owned to WWE is on Peacock, but you don't have like because I hear other YouTubers that have like the whole volume, like you could hear it like full blown. So it's like it's one of those things that you just got to be cautious about it. It's more of the national like Fox and USA because Fox and USA like to get everybody for everything.
Hey, that's cool though because man, I'm the guy ever since I went to my first wrestling event, and it was actually in '06, 2006. Man, just it hooked me. Like I gotta be there. I want to hear it
Yep.
loud. I gotta hear the crowd. Like so to watch it on 13,
Yeah.
man,
Well,
that.
and I'll be honest. I definitely there
Watching
are times where like
WrestleMania on 13? Oh my
no,
gosh.
so and then there's definitely times where I've had to go back and rewatch the show because sometimes like I'm talking or like say if people like there's times where I've had like 15 people and the chat's flying and I'm like guys I don't even know what anybody's saying. So I definitely have to go back and rewatch it, but I kind of like doing that because I just turn my phone off. I sit in my room and watch it and act like I'm watching it like it was live. So I've
Oh,
had to
okay.
do that a few times, but I mean I love wrestling, so I mean, and again, like I'm home all the time, so I really don't do anything besides go and work and then all the YouTube stuff. So,
I got you.
but I'm sure if I had a kid and everything, like that would change. And that's the thing I always say is I'm trying
You
to take
have a
advantage of it
kid.
right.
Stop it.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, like eventually I'm gonna have kids, a girlfriend, this. I don't got none of that right now. So I'm trying to take advantage of it now. I can build myself up, so then
So will
eventually
your
when I
first date be
do,
on the watch along? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, if she wants to, what's up? I mean,
Hey, I like it.
get a couple dollars, hey, super chat or two. I mean, hey,
What would you name that live stream?
at
What would
least
the
if I
name
don't
of that
talk to
one
her
be?
again, I got something. I mean, Warren, I can't tell you how many times I've
The
talked to
Tino
her.
I
I've gone out with a
love.
girl,
We're
and I've
starting a
I've
stream
never
right
heard
now.
from her again.
We're doing
I
it.
mean, whatever works.
Bro, we got it right there. We got Blackheart and we got Tino. Who's gonna get a girl first?
Shut
I
up.
love it. I love
Listen,
it.
listen. It's not my problem. It's not my fault. These girls don't like me.
Hey,
They
man.
don't know what they're missing.
You a catch, bro. I don't know what, and you got a puppy,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Like that. That's a lady. That's a lady potion right there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The problem is I look taller on the screen, so everybody sees me and they're like, "Damn, you're short." I got told I was at my friend's graduation party. I've been friends with my friend since I was in 3rd grade. I go and see his grandma. I've met his grandma about 50 times. I say hi. I'm like, "How you doing?" And I forgot like what he calls her, or what her name is, but he calls her Nana. So I'm like, "Hi, Nana," and I'm like, and she goes, "Who are you?" She goes, "Are you one of Jenna's friends?" His sister. I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I'm Trent." She goes, "That's you?" She goes, "I didn't even recognize you. You're so short." I'm like, "Damn." I'm like, "Well," I'm like, "That's great." 28,
Guess who's
almost
getting
28, or well,
unsubscribed on my
just turned.
page
How old am
today?
I? Am I 27?
We're up in the membership for her
Am I
today.
28 now?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I pushed you out.
Are you damn okay? I guess I'm 28 now. Anyway, I didn't even realize. I thought I was 27.
This man said he guess he's 28. I'm done.
You think?
I'm done.
Some more
I'm
weed
done.
too.
This man said, I guess I'm 28.
Well, yeah.
You hear this mess, Dre?
So that's my life.
Yeah.
This boy said he remember he's been watching wrestling. He could tell you WrestleMania 20. I mean Royal Rumble 2005 winner. And this man talking about. I said, I guess I'm 28.
Listen, I don't know. Listen, sometimes I don't even know. Sometimes I'm just like,
That man be live streaming. He don't even know when his birthday is.
I know my birthday was on Backlash this year. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That was the only reason why I remember my birthday. It was blue and red.
Scared me. What's up? You want to come on?
Nina,
What's
so
up,
mean.
man?
That's
Hey,
gonna
What's up? He's not on here yet. He's not on here. You say hi?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Aw.
The man of the hour right there.
Is it Tino?
As y'all can see the resemblance completely.
Oh, you know it.
Is it Tino, Daddy?
That's Tino. Yeah, you remember him.
Hi, Tina.
What's up? How you doing, man?
Aw.
Hey,
And
tell him how good you are on WWE2K. Tell him how good you are.
There we go. Maybe
Yeah,
instead of me versus you, I'll take on your
Oh
son.
boy. He's actually the reason why I started the Twitch thing because, with him being here this summer and stuff, so it's like he loves playing Roblox. I don't understand nothing of that game at all, bro. You know, there's some games like you can go on there and you play for a little bit, you understand how to play it. That game, I have no idea. I tried to sit there for an hour, try to figure it out for him. I gave up. I literally gave up trying to play this video game. I was just like, I don't understand it. I don't know this thing. And then Matthew would sit there and play. It was some kind of education stuff. He's got a little restaurant thing. And he was working and he's making like $85 sitting there throwing out hamburgers. And I'm just like, I was like, okay, if he's learning how to work, I guess that's a pretty cool game. And then there was one that was like some crazy little scary cat thing. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Do you guys remember that? You remember that site back in the day? What was it? Like stickfigures.com or something like that?
Oh, gosh. I can't remember it. With the blood and all that?
Yeah. It was on Addicting Games, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I used to play that all the time. Those were the games we would play, and they got.
I was playing that in pool.
Bro, you know it. That's how I
did
on my computer.
I actually have that on my phone. I play that when I'm bored. Bro, I had to download Roblox. No, I had to download that stupid game on my phone. That thing damn near killed my phone. Just downloading. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, it takes up so much space, and then they want you to buy more space on the iCloud.
Oh, bro, I got so sick of these phone games. Like, Matthew would sit there and play this one thing. Like, I had put Sonic on there for my daughter. She's big on Sonic. I'm thinking it's simple. She's just going to keep playing the game, and it's good to go. No, every time she would start playing a level, and Belle doesn't, and she's not patient. So if an ad comes up and goes, hey, buy this, guess who's clicking first thing?
She's clicking the ad.
Bro, she's clicking the ads and everything. And then she goes, can you help me? And then I'm already here in my Google Play Store.
Yeah, you got pop-ups and everything.
Bro, oh my gosh.
Just don't put your credit card on there. I
took all that off just now. Believe it or not, you just said that. So I didn't know it was on there because, if anybody has an Android phone, your stuff is already linked to it from your Google account, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know my thing was on it. I had a credit card on it.
Oh, you're
Matthew,
lucky you got
Annabelle,
that.
tag team that credit card with these
Oh,
damn phone
no.
games.
Oh no, bro, they get
Minecraft, Roblox, and the
Oh
Sonic
no.
game. Sonic cost me
Oh.
almost $47 for her to
My
play
mom,
with
my
Knuckles.
mom would have killed me.
Knuckles,
Tell them what you did with your Amazon.
the red hedgehog,
Oh, I told that story a million times.
the daggone red hedgehog. And she's like, I got Tails, Daddy. I got Tails. I want him. I want him. I look at the receipt. $17. Tails.
Man, it's just that's how they get you with these games.
I was like, man, these phone games are evil.
Especially like the video games now. Like you could buy 2K,
Oh
but then
my
you got to
gosh.
spend an extra $50 on all the DLCs, and then
Exactly.
you know,
These are the thing I don't understand about these video games. So say like the sports games. All right. You buy the sports package. Now it's like, okay, now pay $50 for the subscription for you to play an online play so you can play with every Madden player that you ever want to play with. I'm like, look, dude, I bought the game. You already made me pay $70 for this game. Now you're going to make me pay an additional $50 just so I can get a season pass?
and
No
now
discount.
It's $79. It's $79 for the new gen consoles. I'm like, damn. I just bought the Xbox Series X for my birthday. I was like, I'm like, this is not even good. I'm like, damn. I'm like, this is bullcrap. That I got to now spend $79 a game.
It's ridiculous, bro. And it blows my mind. Like, Dre, what kind of games you play again, bro? I know you like
Xbox.
you got wrestling games, right?
Yeah, I got wrestling, got NBA 2K.
He's an
Some
Xbox
racing
guy. So, you know, we got
games.
another Xbox
Yeah.
guy. We ain't alone. We're not alone.
Oh no.
Got Madden and a couple of other ones though, but
How good you on Madden, bro? How good are you?
I can't
I'm
wait till
alright.
the new Madden comes out. But the biggest problem
I
with
hold
Man,
on, hold on.
I don't want to hear this stuff. And then when I play you, you beat me 117-0. I don't want to hear this.
Oh, bro,
Dre be like,
Madden, you're gonna get screwed.
yeah, you know, it is what it is.
I'm
Bro
gonna
knows
take
the
Justin Fields
cheat
and run around
code,
the
the
field.
hit stick, everything.
Hey, I had to find something to do. My mom would let me play video games when I was younger to help me with my hand because I would have to use the analog
Right,
stick.
yeah.
So I would have to like go like this and everything, and it would actually. So I figured it out.
My
I'll
kids
be
would be
honest, I suck
doomed.
at
If their hand would affect them to play a video game or any type of electronic, my kids wouldn't know what to do with their life. Literally.
Oh my god. See,
Dre's
I
getting
had a
into that
case on
background
my-
pretty soon. His kid gonna be all about phones soon. Is he got to that? He got to that yet?
Say it again.
I said he got to the habit of wanting to play with phones yet.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Sure do.
Gotta get that cocoa melon, man.
Yes.
My goodness.
Grown
Oh my goodness.
men talking about cocoa melon.
Gotta love
Hey, that's parent life right here. You know,
I
I don't-
very true.
I got more control with this laptop or anything else compared to anything in this house right now. Not even gonna lie. Like Xbox, everything. If my kids are here, yeah, it's like a rent for me. Like, you know, they go to bed. That's the only time I'm playing that game. That's it.
I feel
My dad
I feel
jokes
like
with us because he's got an Xbox thing and he plays it all the time. He's like, well, I'm pretty sure Matthew was on there today. I was like, why do you say that? And he's like, well, I know you don't play Roblox or this Disney game that they've been playing for the last half hour.
I mean, maybe try that Disney game. I tried. I love all the Disney characters. Man, all those Disney games back in the day were so much fun.
Man, I say that, like, just the way that they've got so much technology now, it's insane to me. What's your number one game, Dre?
Wrestling, I guess. Though I'm not really like diehard gamer, but I mean, you know, wrestling.
Man, it's a shame that 2K couldn't get this thing together. We could all do a triple threat.
I know, right? That would be fun. I mean, if Dre wants to I could just do it this weekend. He could just download.
Dre, you got a character?
That one.
You got to create a character, bro?
Besides the
What's up,
creative
Eric?
character that I did in the what was it called? The My Rise? No, I really haven't got really deep into it, man. When I was young, man, I used to create me about 10 characters,
Bro, I would
bro.
spend all day
I
making
just
characters on these things.
sometimes creating characters, man, takes a whole lot of patience, man. You gotta the move set, the
What's up, Eric?
entrance, man. All that
Hey,
stuff, man. It takes a lot of time. So
oh,
sometimes I just play with some of the the wrestlers just for fun because hey, this should be dope. But
Bro,
I
I
haven't
always had to
created me
play
a
with The Rock.
character.
I loved how, like, if you think of like two main guys that like their whole characters transition from every game, Rock and Austin. Like those two, if you remember the Nintendo 64 ones, bro, they look like straight Minecraft players.
no, it's Sting. It's Sting that's the worst because Sting was in the first ever game and now he's in AEW Fight Forever.
It's like, bro, you literally had Minecraft before it was Minecraft.
Oh,
Like big old block looking figures out here trying to hit somebody.
I've tried to play some of those. Like I like my first game that I played for the wrestling was like Here Comes the Pain, Just Bring
Oh my
It,
gosh, Timo.
stuff
There's
like
your
that.
age
So
again. There's your
so
age
there's
again.
your age again. Well, I mean, I wasn't playing No Mercy or anything. I know about those games. I just wasn't playing those. But I mean, those were just so good. And then like, especially like the stories that they had and like I got addicted to those games where I would play them for like a full year. And it's like
The
it just said
story,
like what happened.
yeah.
Like they just don't have the same stories. And like the My Rise is fun, but it's not
Mm,
like what it once was.
I would
yeah,
say the
that's
My Rise was actually pretty interesting. The dude's version, like when you like where you got screwed over with the Roman Reigns story, and like that was actually pretty dang good. Like
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
say they did really well with that scenario this go around.
I
yeah,
I, I want to say a couple of stuff that was real interesting though with the My Rise career. This game that was a lot better than the other ones.
Oh
Um,
Lord, yeah.
there
I think the
there
attention to
was an
detail. I
ending.
think you said what?
I said there was an ending. There wasn't an
Yeah,
ending
yeah,
to last year's.
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. One thing that I did like were a part where you had to. I think you were either Intercontinental Champion or yeah, Intercontinental Champion, and you beat Sami Zayn, and now WWE is having a show in Los Angeles the same weekend or night that The Rock has a movie premiere. So it's 50% of the audience showed up. I thought that was one of the dopest attention to detail, because that's really
Bro,
how,
big
some house
facts.
shows be look.
And it
So I
showed
thought
the
that was
audience. That was
wonderful.
the funniest part about it.
Yes. Yeah. The girl side, the
It
female
looked
side in the
like
My
one of those
Red,
independent shows that look like the bingo halls. That shit was so
I
funny.
haven't I haven't finished though, but man, all the older ones were much better.
What was the character they had him called? The Croc? Is that what it was? What what was
The
the
lock,
character
the
for the
lock,
creative? The
the lock.
Lock. Oh my
The
gosh,
Lock.
yeah.
Well,
I
Yeah.
I
remember
think
when
we
they
should
first
that
started
match.
that thing. I'm
We
like,
should.
bro, they got something with this Rock story. They gotta do something.
We, we
And then he
shouldn't
was
have
like, "Hey,
unlocked another
Rock,
match type.
thanks for
That's what should have been. It
interrupting
should
my
have been
intercontinental
that.
title match."
Oh,
And then they
I
show the
mean,
Rock
but
message
I
that,
mean,
"Who's this?"
he said, "Who's this guy?"
I'm
I
like,
mean, I'm sure
man,
that's how the Rock talks to people.
just hurt his
I'm sure the Rock's
credibility.
like, you gotta love it, man. Love to
I
see
thought
it.
it was so funny though. Like, I love the little transition that they did with Orton. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing about it was just having a complete story that you can go through, and it's not too long. You can get through it
Imagine
pretty
if they
fast.
actually
And
did a story like that. If they did
uh,
like have somebody come back on the indies and like literally film it, showcase that whole scenario, that would have been a pretty
yeah,
badass storyline if they really wanted to pull that off.
yeah. I think the best part about the whole My Rise was just everything you got to unlock, though, because you unlock a lot of stuff
You
in the
unlock
game
damn
that
near
you can.
everything on the My Rise.
Well, yeah, and you have to play it or you don't get it. It's not part of the DLCs. So it's
Yeah.
like all those extra arenas and all those extra things. And I haven't finished the woman's yet. I downloaded a character. So fun fact, if you guys ever do play it again, you can download like a character from Community Creations, and then you can use them in the My Rise. So like I downloaded Mandy Rose, and I'm using Mandy Rose in the woman's My Rise because I don't feel like making a woman. So I was just like, I'm just gonna download whoever, and Mandy was the first one. I was like, well, okay.
Hmm.
So,
I've not
but yeah,
played that one yet. I played somewhat of it, but it is difficult with the
it,
women's compared to what it was with the men one.
I know. I mean,
You only got
the
like
thing-
5 moves that you can use for that creative woman character you have.
I-
Like not
I
even
know.
3 actually. She keeps getting reversed every hit. I'm like, what are you doing?
Very, very true.
I got mad one time, bro. I ain't never got so mad playing this video game, bro. Like I kept punching the girl, kept punching, and all of a sudden she wanted to go for a kick because you know when you hit it twice, it does like that little combo automatically, and it would always reverse. I'm like, why? Why is it teaching me this? Like, why?
You gotta love it.
I was just like, man, I got so mad. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with the women's one.
And that's the thing. Sometimes I got to just put the controller down and take a break because I just get so mad and I can't break. I used to
Oh
break
man,
some
which was
controllers
that?
back in the day.
I think it was. I don't even know if it was this 2K. I believe it was. Was it? Oh man, when you had to win the Royal
Oh,
Rumble,
that was last
you had to
year's.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh my
Bro, I
god.
didn't finish that until literally this year. I freaking stopped playing because of that damn Rumble. I'd get so close, and then I'd lose, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. So I didn't play for 8 months.
Even
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try.
even I think this year's. I think all you got to do is win a battle royal though. I think all you got to do is win a battle royal, and it's still difficult, man. Still difficult.
Honestly,
You got to reverse. You got to do a whole.
The hardest match I had was the War Games, but I thought that was the most
I
fun
haven't played
one.
that yet.
The
I
War-
knew it
well,
was
the
so
War
fun.
Games
Everybody's talking about it, man. I see so much on TikTok and everything. I just haven't played it yet because it looks so fun.
Well,
It looks
you
so
have
fun.
to play it in the My
Oh yeah,
round.
you're
You
right.
didn't
You're
play
right.
it.
You're right. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did play it. I did.
I was gonna say because and that was the other
I
thing
was.
is people didn't know how to unlock all those superstars. So there were people because you had to unlock Ezekiel that way. So you had to do
Oh
every single
wow.
side. You had to do every single side mission to get to the 99 overall, Mr. You Can't See Me, John Cena, to beat John Cena for you to
Daddy's
unlock
doing something
Ezekiel.
right now.
So
Oh wow.
the War Games team of John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and that who was the Japanese dude? I forgot what his name was.
Shinsuke?
Bro, I
No,
did
the dude-
Goldberg, Rock, and the
I
little
forget what his name
Japanese cat.
Yeah, I forget what his name is. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me insane now. I can't think of his name, but yeah, I think he should have been one you could have unlocked too. If you played that. Oh,
I mean, they did good. They did good on some things. Like I said, man, you put so much into those graphics. There's little much you're gonna do after that, and they did really good with the My Rise storyline. A lot of people play the My GM mode. I just don't have the patience.
I don't understand the My
I don't
GM mode.
play
Why?
that, bro.
Why?
That's like
Okay,
that's
quick
like
question.
when you play those sports games when they talk about the My GM mode. I cannot sit
Okay.
there and play those.
Okay, quick
My
question,
GM is
Tino,
great.
since you play it though. Like, why can't
What's
you draft? Okay, see, I thought the My GM mode was going to be similar, like how the My GM mode was back on SmackDown versus Raw. You
Yeah,
got the whole roster from Raw, SmackDown that's available that you
and
can
show the
choose.
budget.
Yeah, that too. But it's like when you become a GM, whether it's Xavier, Tyler Breeze, whoever it is, you can't choose like all the superstars or the top superstars. It got a lot of creative superstars that's in it as well too. So that throws me off.
So what you have to do is you have to go into it shows a setting on there before you go into it, and it will say list the
Mommy,
superstars.
I got the
There
link
is-
one.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to
There
open
are all the legends, and a bunch of the people are inactive. So you have to activate them for them to be in the My GM. So they only give you like a limit, like because like if you want like the Brock Lesnar 03, you got to put like active. If you want like because they don't want to put all the Undertakers in there because there's like 7 Undertakers. So
Okay.
it's like so that's the thing where I go in there and I customize it and then I save it. So if I ever want to start another My GM mode, I just use the same list of superstars.
Hey, man, I give you props. I can't sit there and play that junk. That get me mad as hell.
And that's the thing is I spend a lot of
I
time
thought
on
about
that.
trying to play it because I would watch the Woodsy thing, and I'm like, man, this looks kind of fun. We could try something out with it. But I
prefer the universe mode to do everything.
That's kind of fun. I won't even lie.
Yeah.
I was not understanding it for a little bit, but I mean, I gotten a little accustomed to it. It kind of gets fun, and to build content. They say like, well, if we want to, since we got the little Twitch thing on here, I could stream just universe modes and I'll just simulate it. I won't even play the characters. I'll just let it simulate. People like that stuff.
Bro, people love that, and that's the thing. Like, people love to watch others play these.
I can't
video
believe people
games
just sit here and watch video games all day. I mean, I give props. It's just crazy.
My little cousin, one time I was watching him. I had to stay at my uncle's house for a
All right, we're waiting on Tino.
All
I'm
right,
like,
all
okay,
right,
then.
all right.
All right, y'all stop.
Hey,
Go.
go, animals.
No shut.
Anybody
door.
want a
Don't shut
puppy?
door. No,
Hey,
absolutely not. If y'all don't hear my yapping one right here, no, I'm good. I didn't even want that one. I didn't even want that one.
All right, guys, I gotta head on out of here,
All right, Dre.
and kind of stuff I gotta take care of, man. This was great, man. Season finale of Buzzing with Marlowe. Appreciate you, Tino, man. It was a great time chatting with you as well.
Always.
My season finale for the main podcast shows this Wednesday.
My boy, ready. He's ready.
So get some stuff ready, man, and take a break, man. And, once again, I appreciate you guys, man. Keep killing it.
Absolutely.
And
Hey,
thank you guys.
no problem.
All righty,
No
man.
problem.
See ya.
All right, bro. Later.
All right.
Then there was two.
Like always.
Just you and I. Where we started, Warren.
I know, man. It's crazy, ain't it?
Hey, I think these
We
shows are like
interrupt
nothing to
your
me, but I
regularly
got, like, a
scheduled
little bit of
program
energy. I still got like 2 hours of
for a
energy. What's
quick
up?
public service announcement. American Prodigy,
Funny as hell.
June
Hold on.
17th on Saturday, this
Why is
Saturday.
this on here?
I'm going to put hands on you, and it's going to be the last time you and I ever cross paths. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you ever again. Have fun with your little comeback that nobody cares about. But understand, after this Saturday, you and I are over because I'm El Niño. And you will subscribe.
Hey, bro, you getting called out? I think you're getting called out, Warren.
Oh, I guess he's not actually going to show up. He wanted to give me a video instead. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Tomorrow, his ass is mine. All right. That's all I'm going to say.
Get him,
Boost the
Warren.
asses, red, white, and blue. You about to see stars and stripes because this fist is about to be all up in your lip, bro. I'm done with you. You say you want to finish this? I am so excited about this tomorrow. Adele, Georgia, we're gonna go and fight from the building to the arcade. I'm gonna take you just a tour around that arcade, man. I am so ready for tomorrow. It is about. I'm ready. Yep. Hey, I needed that. I appreciate you, little emoji. It's about to be some fun. All right, Tino. Back to the actual person who I care about. There you go, buddy.
What's up?
So when is your next live stream? What time is it about to be?
Well, an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh man.
I just had a video released. I did Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title.
That would be interesting to see.
It's so fair.
My tribal chief. Chief.
That's what it is. It's WWE 2K23. It's our tribal chief versus the wise man.
Tino,
Yeah, that's Tino.
he's gonna be here tomorrow.
No.
Where am
He
I?
lives in Chicago, bro.
Hey,
By
let's
the
go.
way,
Just because we're on here don't mean we're close.
uh,
Like destination wise. We're
I
pretty far from him. He's in a whole
I mean, if
different
you
time
want to
zone.
fly me out, I'm all about it, bro.
Look on-
What's up?
I have same time at Georgia.
You're more popular than me on
Yeah.
YouTube, buddy.
We have same time at Georgia.
Huh?
We have same time at Georgia. Same time.
Yes, we have sides at the same time. Not them though.
Georgia.
You ain't gotta go Georgia. You go. Bye.
Let's go to. Hey, I'm ready to go to Georgia. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants to go to Georgia.
I
Lord
love
have
it.
mercy. Lord have mercy. But Tino, man, before we do finish out, so like I did say, like you said, with consistency and stuff like that, and and just from the last couple episodes that I've been on, we'll be talking about being burnt out and stuff like that. So, what do you look forward to each and every week when you do these live streams? What is something like you that you feel like you know, but then you're just like, wow, I didn't expect it to go that way? Has there ever been some moments like with their episodes? Like me, I mean, for a while, we've had a crazy transition with guests. And I mean, from Larry Hankin and all these different guests and stuff, like those high profiling guests that I thought, oh, those are going to be the ones that are just going to skyrocket on, people are just going to watch and stuff. Believe it or not, some of the highest ratings are the ones that's just a basic person that's just want to be on the camera and it's a good chat and people just get connected with. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of episodes, and that's why I like going on, like, and having guests on, because, like, with me and Leo, like, with the live stream recently, it's been a lot better because it's, like, me and him talking back and forth instead of me sitting there. And it's, like, I've had a few episodes where, like Crown Jewel back last year was the best episode I ever did. I had 10,000 views. I had 168 watch hours. I gained, like, 75 subscribers. It was, like, just a huge episode. And I have no idea why. But then there's episodes I try my butt on, like that Bray Wyatt one I tried, and I worked my butt off. I did, and it didn't do that good. So it's like, I try to think about it as that's why I was saying earlier, like with the live streams, there's shows that are going to do really good. Like there's some SmackDowns, I have like 500 views. I gain like 10 subscribers. But then there's some SmackDowns, I have like 100 views, and I gain no subscribers. So I just got to take it for what it is. It's some good, some bad. But then as long as the pay-per-views are doing good and my 2K videos are doing good, it's like, and like I said earlier, there was one I put out yesterday. I got 4 views and I wake up to 100 and it's like, okay, well, something's working if these people are watching the videos. And it's like with me, I have this hunger that I wish a lot of other people that, especially a lot of people in my life, I wish they would have, because I have this hunger that like, I'm not going to stop. I'm ready to go. You're not stopping me from what my goal is. I have this goal in mind. As I say it all the time, taking over the YouTube game. I'm not going to stop until I'm at the top. And I've had a lot of people in my life tell me, you're not going to do it. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I think that's a lot of the motivation too, is to proving people wrong constantly because they hate to see me succeed. They hate it so much, and it's just like the more and more I keep succeeding.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how that happens? Like, bro, like when I first started this,
it's sad because I've worked my butt off so hard, and it's like people don't see how much that really goes into it. And it's like, guys, I'm not just sitting down here recording. I gotta make the thumbnails. I gotta do this. Like I told one of the YouTubers, I was like, bro, it takes me 3 hours to make the thumbnails weekly. He goes, well, why do you do that? I'm like, well, do you see how good they look? And do you see, like, that's the first thing people say. So it's like, I'm putting the work and the effort into it. And it's just like, so it's like, I have this hunger that every day I wake up, I'm like, I got a show. Let's make it the best show yet. Let's do it. And sometimes it's bad, but then I have these good episodes that are just like, so it's just one of those things. You got to keep going. And, it just don't stop and don't let, and the biggest thing I always tell people is don't let like a bad episode get to you. Like if you only have 10 views on an episode, it wasn't a good episode, but it's still out there. Maybe somebody else will watch it. So it's like, just keep doing what you're doing and eventually it will come. So that's my big thing. It's just, and I always say, I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see all of us at the top. I want to see all of us having a good time. I want to have a YouTube party. And I hate that others don't like to see that because it's like, we're all in this together. We're not just doing it for ourselves. We all got to support each other to get somewhere. And it's like, as soon as one person sees somebody succeed, they're like, well, they're better than me and I don't like it. And it's like, well, why aren't you just happy for that? Maybe if you're happy for others, good things will happen. Sorry, you're negative to others, and it's just like the negativity is awful.
Bro, it's so. You said it perfect for me on that, man. Yeah. I mean, I tell people all the time, man. If I can just help one person listen to these episodes, which I get people message me regularly, like, "Hey, man, this message really made me really see this thing as a different perspective that I thought was a bad day." And I tell people, like I tell everyone that I get on these shows, I literally look at this as something that I can speak off of what I've went through, my personal opinion stuff, which is crazy. People go, so I don't like what you said, but I'm still wanting to hear what you said at the same time because it does make sense in a way. Like it's so funny that these things happen, and I love how when you said people didn't think you would succeed on this. I remember when I first said I was going to start doing this podcast thing because I didn't have no experience on technology, recording, all that stuff. I didn't know when someone told me, hey, man, how you block out the sound, go in a wider room because I was in a small area. I literally was doing my episodes in a freaking garage.
Oh, God.
109 degrees every episode. When I did this thing on Anchor, and you know how bad Signal Anchor is to put on a guest, and sweating my butt off for at least close to an hour doing these episodes, like I wasn't going to show that on camera. I used to be worried, like, I'm not going to want to look at myself in this camera. I'm not going to want to be like,
And that's the same way I was. I was that guy. I was like, I'm not showing my face. I don't want to have nobody see me. I'm scared. I don't want to do it. And it's funny because as soon as I started doing the live streams, I tried to record one show, like pre-recorded. I think it was probably the worst show I've ever done because I just couldn't do it. Like, it was just boring me sitting there talking to nobody. Like, I needed somebody to answer in the chat. Like, I was like, is somebody there? Like, hello.
help me.
Yes. Like, I just can't do it. And it's funny because, like I said, like, and I'm that person that I still do, but like, I couldn't talk to people. I couldn't get in front of people. And like the fact that I sit here now almost every day and talk to like all these people, it's crazy. So,
hey, man. Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, what has that done for, like, say, like outside the podcast world? Like how you just said, you were, really scared of talking.
It's completely changed my life. It's like that's if you wouldn't have known me 5 years ago, you probably wouldn't have even think I'm the same person because like I couldn't talk to nobody. I was scared to talk to like girls. I was just like I was afraid to reach out to anybody. I was afraid to talk, be like, hey, you want to come on the show? Like I was just afraid, and I got bullied a lot and stuff. We talked about all of that. So it's like the podcast has given me a purpose to where I don't know if I told you this story, but I do Uber if everybody knows, if you're in the chat and everything. I was Ubering one day. I walked into Jamba Juice and the guy goes, "What's up, Tino? I was watching your show last night." I was like, what? He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You were live for Raw last night." I was like, "What's up?" And it's just somebody at Jamba Juice over where I live. And it's just you don't know who's out there watching. I could have a neighbor that's watching that, or there was one person that looked at me and it's well, maybe they knew who I was. And it's just and it's just it's giving me that purpose in life to know I have something to go and do that people actually look forward to. And as we were talking about, if there's that one person out there that looks forward to coming and hanging out every day, I'm happy I can make that person's life a little easier, especially with what goes on in this world, COVID.
Your number one is Jadis.
Yup, Jadis. You already know. See, you know who it is. Yup, Jadis.
Jadis is that oos right there for you. That one's for sure.
And that's the thing. If I could help Jadis just make him a little happy every day, come on here, talk about wrestling, that's what it's all about, And it's nice that I'm getting a little stuff now, getting actually.
So how do you feel? So how does that make you feel? Say people that don't watch wrestling, they watch wrestling because of your live streams. How's that make you you're basically introducing somebody into the world of. If you're not a fan of Marvel or DC or these superhero things, you're introducing these people into something that is considered fake, cinematically predetermined, stuff like that. And people get entertained just by watching you approach the sport. How does that make you feel?
It just makes me feel good because I never thought I'd actually have people because I don't have many friends. I don't have good friends I grew up with, but I don't really have too many friends other than all of you guys that I talk to on Twitter and stuff. So it just it makes me feel good to know that there's people out there that they look forward to it. And I was talking to my family when I first started this, I'm guys, there's people that might not have a really good life, but they can go on YouTube and watch 2 hours of wrestling and just escape. And if I'm that person, they can go on there and just make them smile a little bit or make them laugh. And that's what it's all about, because let's be honest, some of these weekly shows suck. So I got to try to find a way to make it a little better to make the 2 hours go by faster. And I'll be honest, there's times where I definitely don't feel it. But then there's days where it's just like, you know, it's like you got to, like we say, we got to put on a performance, but we also got to show and be ourselves to let everybody know that we're like, I feel like sometimes people think we're like robots, and it's like, no, we're just normal people that have a little bit of a talent that know how to do these things. And it's just like, you know, it's all about making the others happy. And like I said, if I could just make one person's day a little better, that's what it's all about. Especially watching wrestling, especially like a moment like when Cody Rhodes returned or Sammy and Kevin won at WrestleMania. Like the fact that I was live for those, I could go back and rewatch my reaction forever now and see the chat. And like, you know, and it's crazy to think that's literally that's all I do is I sit here and watch the shows like this, and people come and hang out every day. It's crazy.
I love how when you already say like when you get prepared for the show, you like a pre-show thing, and you announce the match card and stuff like that. Like you legitimately, in a way, is like a Tino version of WWE, and I think that's kind of cool. Like how you introduce it and you make it do fun, and I applaud you, man, because like I said, you do the polls. People get very into the polls. I mean, you don't do a lot of giveaways, and they treat those polls like, hey, man, if I get this one right, he might be looking at me getting a new T-shirt or something. Like, it's just so crazy how they get so.
Yeah, and that's why I like doing the giveaways too, because it's like I want them to know that I do appreciate them and their support and them watching me every day. Because as I say in every episode, we can't do it without them. We can't do it without you. If I'm sitting here by one person watching it, that's not going to do anything. So the fact that I do and I have all these followers and all these people that watch me, it's like, you know,
okay,
it's crazy.
That'd be good. Okay. Y'all stop. Hey, just stay right here. Just y'all stop.
No. Boy, yeah.
Daddy life, man. Daddy life.
Daddy, man. Oh.
I'm taking him to Georgia with me tomorrow. This one right here, I think she's wanting to go. We'll see. We'll go see. Yes, we'll see.
He said, we'll see.
You want to hit Nino, right? Yeah, you want to hit Nino. Yeah. My kids don't like Nino. No, the funny thing is, believe it or not, my son actually sent Nino a video talking about my dad's going to kick your butt tomorrow. And I think that's why I got that little crap that just happened just recently. My son told him, it's like, I'm going to hit you in your face too, because you talk bad about my daddy. That joke was so funny.
He said, you talk bad about my daddy.
You better watch your mouth. My dad going to kick your butt.
Yeah. My little sister was like that for like 2 years, and then she stopped liking me. Now it's beating me up.
Ugh.
She wants to beat me up.
She's the reason why I'm back in the ring. I just need to get paid for it now. That's really what it is. You know, when people talk about, hey, man, Father's Day's coming up, what's going to be different for you? I'm like, probably nothing. I'm probably going to get beat up from my daughter. My son's going to look at me and go, I want roadblocks and all this other stuff. You know, I might get a happy Father's Day. Someone's going to have to remind the kids on Father's Day. But, hey, it's just the moments and stuff. Like I tell people, I do it just like I do on the podcast, man. I'm more of a giver than I take. That's something that I joke with people. I say that's probably why I'll never be like filthy rich. It's just because I care about the next person. That's how I've always been.
Well, yeah. And that's sometimes how you have to be. It's like I always say, you got to be give and take. And especially like with all of this stuff that we do, it's like sometimes like, you know, like I see others that are like they want like to be as successful as like others, but they don't want to put the work in. And it's like, well, you got to put the work in to actually do something. And it's like, you know, like I see all these people that they want to do something, but they don't want to like make like an extra thumbnail. They want, it's like, you know, yes, it takes time, but look at how nice it looks. Look at how much it get, you know.
Bro, my following has built up just off of shorts.
Yeah, and and shorts are a game saver. Like people don't understand, bro. Like I make so many shorts now that it, like off of anything, breaking news, a video game, a release.
I do like two, but I mean those are the most increasing things that I have been seeing. Like I get the algorithm thing, like with the YouTube, and they're like, dude, you've upped this just off of shorts. Like you got this subscriber off of shorts, and it's like it's crazy how people literally will look at a 15-second video faster. And you know, and I realized it too because my kids, my daughter, she loves watching this Sonic Monster crap. You saw that craziness. So there's little shorts that come on, and she'll just go through each and every one of them simultaneously, watching them over and over again. And I'm like, this might be the reason how someone just builds something off of shorts because it just consistently just goes on.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say it because I have a friend that does fantasy football, and he only does fantasy football. And so during the football season, his videos weren't doing that great, but his shorts were getting 2 to 3,000 views a short.
I know,
And
isn't that weird?
he was gaining, like, he's almost at 1,000 subscribers, but he only has like 800 watch hours. So
Yep.
it's like you got all the subs, but now you got to do videos to get the watch hours because you can't get views in 15 seconds. You know, like watch hours in 15 seconds. So that's the other thing of why that was my biggest thing too when I started the watch alongs every week was I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday for just the shows. If I wasn't doing those are 4 shows a week that I would not have all those watch hours for. So that's how I got to the watch hours so fast is because I'm live for 3 hours every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's 9 hours a week. Plus, and that's how many people, you know. So it's like that was the big thing because, you know, there's some shows I get 20 and then there's some I get a little bit more. And then there's pay-per-views I get like 100. And so, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I used to think it was just crazy to do these watch-alongs because, like, you know, you're not watching the sport. Like, and then I figured out the concept of it is like, oh, you know, it's just to entertain, like, if someone's watching it TV by TV or stuff like that. And you can just, like, have an interactive chat with it, which those could be hit or miss at times, too, because I had, shout out to my boy Brian B. I had to get off the WrestleMania one that he was on because he was already, like, 30 seconds ahead of mine. So
we cannot.
I was so mad. And then with the Cody and Roman match, I had to get off. I was getting so mad.
Oh man, that's the one problem. That's my one thing I have with having guests on is none of our TVs are ever in sync. So I'm always seeing it before him or he's seeing it before me. And I'm like,
yeah, our football one, yeah. I was like a little ahead when we won. You're like, oh, you made it.
I was like, well, and that's it. Just like it's like, come on. It's like I just want to enjoy that moment together. Like I just want to watch. Like, come on. It's like God, man. I hate it. Hey, it makes me so mad.
All right, Tino, is there any last things you want to do, guys? Check out this man.
That's all I got for you, man. We've been here for
24/7.
an hour and 46 minutes. I think we've got it all. I think it was a great season finale. On to season 5. 5 times. 5 times.
Yeah, man.
5 times.
New logo, new merch, everything.
Hey.
Season 5 is going to be a lot of stuff in store.
When I get some money, I want to order some Buzzin merch. I want to order some OTM merch. I need to get all your guys' merch. I'm just gonna start wearing all your merch on the show.
This will be back on tomorrow. He might pop on somewhere.
There you go.
Guys, if you are in the Adel, Georgia area tomorrow, or even close in the Georgia area, like Kingsville or stuff like, it's only an hour drive. Highly recommend you go see this show. Sunbelt Wrestling Entertainment is back. They are ready to go. If anybody remember how big this Georgia promotion was, they were the very first promotion that Billy Gunn's son, Austin Gunn, had his very first match in at a Wild Adventure show. So, guys, there's been some big names that have been on this show. MVP, Farouk, all these guys, Ron Simmons. I mean, good Lord. If anybody remember Colby Carino, Steve Carino, guys like that, they were on there as well. Even Sabu and guys like that. But, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching today. This was an awesome, fun time. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure, like I always have to ask, make sure you like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Hit that notification bell and stay in contact with all our platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all that here and there. And I'm even on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm only promoting my podcast on there. I don't know all that other stuff. But if you do follow me on TikTok, I do get a little carried away with the stories. Yeah, it's fun. It's a little fun stuff. And I've gotten a little carried away with CapCut on that as well. So I've been having some fun. Oh, yeah, I've been having some fun. The little template things, bro. Yeah. I'm on that all day.
Bro, I could sit there all day, and that's the thing. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I love making content. Like if I sit here and watch,
I'm gonna be so lost not doing this live for a little bit, but I'm gonna already have so much ahead waiting for season 5.
Last night I do my baseball shows on Thursday, so I only do those. I had a few 2K videos. 7:00, my mom comes downstairs. She's like, "Are you okay?" I go, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't know what to do. I had all this extra time. I was like, what do I do in my life? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not used to it. I'm like, I'm just moving so much, and I finally get to sign. I'm like, what do I do now? I'm like, I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy. Like, you know, I mean, I take it on summer times, you know, spending time with the family, and I have full focus on it. So my wife has been like, I finally took a break on these things. Like, I don't realize it. I don't feel like I work too much on these, but in a way, I mean, it is very time consuming in so many different ways. But it's time. It's that break is coming. Guys, like I said, Adele, Georgia, tomorrow night, I will be there. That's right. Mr. Red, White, and Blue is going to be back in the pro wrestling ring for Sunbelt Entertainment, and I'm in the Battle Royal. The only requirement I've got right now is throwing out that stupid crippled El Nino. I'm going to make that dude feel so famous after all this crap that he has put me through in the long time. You know, all the trash talking, all that nonsense that he did on the 100th episode. It is all going down. This is the first time we have got a match sanctioned where it is me and him. It might be 29 other guys, but if they get my way, they're going flat out just as quick as he is. So, guys, I want to thank everybody. Also, shout out to DCCW. They got a show coming up July 15th, Baker County Fairgrounds. Go there. They're going to be awesome card. The card will be announced pretty soon. Not sure what my schedule's looking like right now. I know people have been asking me about the dark matches over there. They are free. Those start at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. You go there to the Baker County Fairgrounds. There's dark matches there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll say it again. Tino took my saying. Free 99. You can't go wrong. Now, the other show is not free. But you get to watch free wrestling at 2 p.m. if you can come up there. I know it's a little early. You know, the shows don't start until 7. But, hey, man, free wrestling. Get warmed up, ready for the show. But, man, thank you. Also, guys, check out my boy Tino. His watch-along is literally about to be on. Not even an hour. Not even 30 minutes.
We got 54 minutes, guys. Come and hang out.
54 minutes. Oh, we do have a little bit of time. I keep thinking it was like 7 o'clock already. But,
yeah, almost.
Guys, check out everything on audio. This episode won't – I don't know. I might do it audio or not. Put some comments in the bottom if you want me to get the audio in this one. I know this one wasn't really like an interview. It was just to have some fun laughs. Shout out to Jules Bradley for coming on today. Shout out to our boy Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast. Shout out to Commission just as a whole. We killed it this season. Shout out to Eric the Joker for picking up, you know, a very big milestone he had to do, replacing Blackheart for a little bit, just taking his spot until, you know, Blackheart was in his right and things were going on for him. And it was good to actually have him back. But, you know, like I said, man, skip to my Shanahan. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. It's no longer the Skip and Shannon show. I don't know if I need a new reference now for me and Blackheart now.
He said, I don't know now. Shit.
Okay. But,
He said, what?
yeah. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets. They won their very first freaking NBA Finals. First one they make it, first one they win.
Hey, that's how it's done. I wish my baseball teams and sports teams could win championships.
I'm not even going to get that detailed. I'm still waiting for a Super Bowl. I'm still waiting for a championship in the Florida area for a minute.
The playoffs. My team can't even make the playoffs.
Man, damn Mahomes and them. My goodness. But, guys, I want to thank everybody. Also, go to our merch store. Buy some merch. We greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's also there. Happy Father's Day to everybody this weekend. I want to thank everyone.
Daddy.
We are out.
Daddy.
Bell.
Tissy poop.
Okay, yes. Now I'm back on daddy duty. Tino, thank you for joining us. This was an absolute blast. Guys, thank y'all. We love y'all, and we will see y'all for season 5. Later.
See ya.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for a quick public service announcement. American Prodigy June 17th on Saturday, this Saturday, I'm going to put hands on you, and it's going to be the last time you and I ever cross paths. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you ever again. Have fun with your little comeback that nobody cares about. But understand, after this Saturday, you and I are over because I'm El Niño. And you will subscribe.
Have you always aspired to be a professional wrestler? Do you think you have what it takes to step through these ropes and take your place among the immortals? Well, now you have an opportunity. Join us at the DCCW training facility at Harvest Ministries in McClenny, Florida. There you will be put to the test and challenged like you have never been challenged before. If you think you have what it takes, prove it to the world, but most importantly, prove it to yourself.